Hi Cancers, welcome to your general tarot reading for this month, November of 2025. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Coco and this is Birdsong Musings Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. I hope that you consider sticking around, subscribing to the channel to stay updated on future readings that I put out. Or I hope that you consider leaving a comment or liking the video if you resonate with what is being said in the reading. Okay, my dog has decided to join us. That might be the jingling you hear in the background and the sighs because I won't pay attention to him. If you are not new here, welcome back. You may have noticed that we are doing a different video format. So usually I have a different format of my readings, but I'm just seeing what works best. So please let me know if you prefer the previous format. And I'm also going to be pulling all of your cards in real time. Do feel free to skip over the card pulling in real time if you don't want to sit and watch the cards come out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the reading. We're going to pull all of your tarot cards with some clarification from another deck. Then we're going to get two general energy cards at the beginning of your reading, talk through your reading, then at the end of it, we will pull two advice cards from two different decks. Before we do that, I'm just going to go ahead and clear this space for you. Wow, you've got the King of Cups. Yeah, that is you, Cancers. That is your most mature and evolved version of yourself. Let's see any challenges you might be experiencing in the month. Challenges that these Cancers are experiencing in November. Thank you so much. 10 of Wands. Yeah, instantly I'm getting from this exhaustion. Confusion, actually. Confusion and exhaustion. Feeling done with something, but not yet quite knowing what comes next. Okay. Let's get the opportunity here in November of 2025. What's the opportunity for these Cancers, please? Wow. Okay. Thank you. King of Wands. Cool. All right. Let's see the situation unfolding across November for these Cancers, please. What are they experiencing across November? Okay. Let's take this Nine of Swords. So there's a little stress. These Cancers in November, what's the situation unfolding? The Six of Swords. Transition period. Yeah, definitely got that from the Ten of Wands. Seven of Cups, there's that confusion. And one more card. Oh, okay. The Seven of Swords. Ooh. All right, and we'll see the end of November, beginning of December, whereabouts. What's going on there for Cancers? Last few days of November, beginning of December. What does that look like for them? Five of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Ooh. What's going on there? All right, we'll see more. How are you encouraging and guiding these Cancers to show up in November? How do you want them to act and behave? 10 of Cups. How are you guiding them to behave? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Be honorable, reliable, dedicated to your family, your friends, and the Four of Cups. Okay. I'm already liking this reading because it's interesting. So let's get some more clarification here. Can we clarify this King of Cups and how Cancers are showing up and acting? Thank you. The Fool. Yeah, you're definitely trying to move forward, try something new, do something new. Just step forward into life. It feels like with a new perspective. It feels like you're trying to bring something about. Let's see this 10 of Wands, please, for the challenge. Let's clarify this 10 of Wands, please. Thank you. Page of Cups. King of Wands. Can we clarify this King of Wands and the opportunity, please? Thank you. Feels like you have the opportunity to take control. Yeah, the Empress. To really take control and be a creator. I'm being told create, like really get in there. Which might sound weird, but like really I'm seeing somebody, like I'm seeing like hands just like getting into like a box of like stuff and just like really getting in there and like moving stuff around and like trying to find things. So it might be that you have the opportunity to try out different things or like create a path forward that really works for you to gain control of a situation, to gain the upper hand if you just kind of like dive in and you're not scared and you just kind of go for it. Got the Empress there, which is lovely. Now let's get these other cards going out here. You got a lot of swords, so I do feel like your mind and your intellect are really on display in the month of November. I feel like you've got a little overthinking going on, which, you know what? We all do sometimes, all right? No shade. But there's a lot of swords even at the end of the month, so I do want to see what's going on here. Can we please clarify this Nine of Swords for these Cancers? Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Swords, the Hermit. Where are these Cancers moving toward? Where are they going? Oh my God. The Emperor. Two major arcana. King of Pentacles. Well, you've got the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So you might be thinking about a relationship of yours with a romantic partner, a spouse. Can you clarify the Seven of Swords, please? Wow, the Seven of Swords just flew out. And the Hierophant. So your clarifications are mostly major arcana. We've got the World card to clarify this situation. So even more major arcana. Can we clarify just one more card here? This Five of Swords. I see. There's that Six of Swords. Okay. Okay, before we get into the details, we will pull some general energy cards. General energies, please. What are these Cancers experiencing in November of 2025? Okay, your cards are coming out really quickly. Very chatty. Number 30, TikTok. So there's something about timing. Timing is on your mind. It feels like there are many events that you're thinking about. So you're trying to time things properly. Okay, so it might feel like there are a lot of events taking place in the future, actually. So you're trying to sort out in your calendar, or you're trying to time things out in your life in the next few months or the next few weeks, maybe, how that's going to work out. You might feel, I'm getting a rushed feeling. So you're feeling like a little bit like rushed for time, pressed for time. Okay, because there's also like a hot air balloon here. So that's why I was getting like, if you're traveling or something, or you feel like you're kind of floating and moving to and fro and you're kind of got a lot going on, you just feel pressed for time, or there's some kind of need to act swiftly or quickly. So I'm also picking up on somebody who, this could be a woman, because I'm getting the sense of a biological clock. Okay, so somebody's thinking about their biological clock and they're kind of worried about that. So you may be trying to conceive or something. All right, so that just came up. Let's get one more card here for the general energy. Oh, okay. This is a whole lot of cards, so I'm just going to take this one card that first popped out. This is the Broom card. I love this card because this is the card of energy clearing and freshening. This is kind of you walking around with a broom around your house, getting things clean, getting things together, putting things in the trash, just sweeping out all the unnecessary stuff that's piled up. And that can be energetically, that can be mentally, and that can also be physically, like literally in your home. You are organizing and getting things together. You are cleaning quite a bit. You're also trying to clear energy. Okay, so you're trying to get yourself right. You're trying to cut cords with any experiences from the past that might be hanging on by a thread. You're really trying to come to terms with them and move on. And this may also be like coming to terms with something that is happening to you in November. So you're trying to like usher out these difficult feelings. I am picking up on somebody who's trying to get their mind right, which makes sense because the Nine of Swords is here. You're really trying to get your mind right about something. You're trying to like change your perspective. It feels like you're trying to think more positively about something or life in general, okay? So you might be trying new things this month. You may be detoxing as well. So you might be like trying new vitamins, detoxing from substances. Maybe you've stopped smoking, or you're stopping drinking coffee, or some kind of particular thing that you eat or drink, or a substance that you consume, you're stopping it, or you're kind of like thinking about stopping it, okay? And maybe that's why you're stressing out. You're like, ugh, like, how am I gonna do without coffee in my mornings, you know? I feel you. I can't personally drink a lot of coffee, but I wish I could. Oh, good Lord. It's something that I miss. Okay, I digress. Here is you, King of Cups. You are showing up very mature in the month. You are really doing all of the things that life calls for you to do in terms of responsibilities, showing up, going to work, and you're taking things seriously. You've got a good head on your shoulders this month. This is you being very grounded and very kind, compassionate, and loving with yourself and the people around you. I feel like you are really filling your cup this month in different ways, maybe than from the past. I just feel like there's a focus on you and your healing. Okay. And you've also got the Fool. So you're really trying to bring about a more positive outlook, like I was actually picking up on in that Broom card, possibly bringing in more optimism in your life. It feels like it's hard. It's hard to be optimistic for you, perhaps. You might feel like there's constantly another shoe that's going to drop. And you're also trying to bring in a new chapter in life. It doesn't yet feel like that new chapter has arrived. I feel like you are trying to approach things in a new way, or approach a new chapter of your life in a way that you have not before. So, doing something that is unknown to you, trying something new. Okay, so you might actually be trying new hobbies in the month. You might be trying new ways of connecting with yourself or connecting with others, new meditation practices, new spirituality practices, trying new foods, you know, and like I said, like trying new vitamins, trying new like wellness practices, because as you're kind of ushering out the old, you're trying new things. You've also got the Ten of Wands and your challenge with the Page of Cups. If you have a child, you may be feeling like there are just some extra challenges this month with your child. The Page of Cups can signal somebody younger than us, so it may even be like a younger sibling, a young person in your life, like a younger cousin. Maybe you work with kids and they're just kind of like, you know, getting on your nerves a little bit more than usual. The Ten of Wands can signal burnout and exhaustion, and I really feel like you are experiencing that. And I feel like Cancers, why do I feel like Cancers have been experiencing exhaustion and burnout for like quite a while now? It may just be an overwhelm of responsibilities that you feel. You know, the Ten of Wands indicates like feeling like you're never really reaching the end of something. So it may just feel like something is carrying on and on and on. And the Page of Cups, yeah, it's like you are challenged to find a lightness, a joy, a fun, a playfulness in the month. The Page of Cups is like this childlike energy. So you may actually just feel like too weighed down by responsibilities to be able to like have fun after work. You know what I mean? Like you're just going to work, you're doing a lot. At the end of the day, instead of doing something that like fills your own cup, like I see you here with this King of Cups, you're like, okay, that's really hard to do, but you're still doing it. Like you're still finding time, you're still trying to do it at least, but it may just feel like a bit more of an obstacle than usual. So, first, just a heads up, you are extra fertile this month, so be aware. The Empress does signal like motherhood and conception. And that's funny actually, because I was touching on somebody who I picked up on with their biological clock. They were thinking about their biological clock. So, the opportunity this month is to, you know, if you're looking to get pregnant, you can get pregnant this month. But if you're not looking to get pregnant, of course, just be extra careful this month, okay? You have the opportunity to, like I said before, create. The King of Wands is somebody who really goes out there and tries new things. They are somebody who strikes out on their own. They're very warm and welcoming as well. Like they're very sweet people. They're very enthusiastic and passionate. So you have the opportunity to tap into that energy and to do it really well. Okay. Whatever you're passionate about, if there's like a passion project that you have, like an idea that you have about your own business, you want to start your own YouTube channel about something that brings you joy and passion, or there's something on social media that you want to start creating, whatever it may be, your opportunity is to start that, is to actually do that, because the Empress is that mother energy. So it's the birth or creation of an idea. And you've definitely got a lot of ideas because the King of Wands is here. So that's somebody who's very creative innately. So you have a lot of creativity going on about you, going on inside of you. And your guides are like, yeah, you can get this creativity out into the world. You can create new things. You can just have fun. If you like to do art, it's a good month to do that and to really lock in. Maybe you're going to unlock something in your brain or with your art that really brings you a lot of joy. In this situation unfolding across the month, I do get a vibe of not antisocialness from it, but I do get a strong stubbornness coming out of this Emperor card and the Hermit card. It's like you are moving on to calmer waters in life. You are in a transition period. Okay, and it feels like a very broad transition period because you've got a lot of major arcana. So I do feel like this transition period is a big time for you. Like, it's not just a month, it's not even just like 2 months. This could feel like it's been even a year of a transition for you, and you're still in it. You're still moving through it, and it's kind of going slowly, but that's okay. The Hermit is telling me that in the month, you're being very pensive about your purpose, about what you want to do and what you want for your future moving forward. The Hermit also doesn't really like to go out and be social with other people. The Hermit is very intellectual, so you could be really reading up on things in the month. You're just trying to get a better sense of yourself. It really feels like a very spiritual, solitary energy here. And because the Emperor is also here, you're trying to get in touch with your power. Okay, there's something about power that is coming up here. Inner power. Maybe you have had power struggles in the past with other people, weird power dynamics in the past. And now you're like splitting off from people because you're like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. I don't want to deal with weird power dynamics. I want to be in control. This is about me and I want to be in control. And I'm just getting this like stubbornness, like, ugh, I don't want to see people. I don't want to talk to people. I just want to do my own thing. I just want to go about my life. And you know what? More power to you, because sometimes we just need that. I feel like Cancers as well. I'm a Cancer sun. We are people who get easily overwhelmed by the world. So I feel like this is a very healing thing for you to do, to be by yourself and to really like get that good alone time, but also in a way that's very pensive. You're really analyzing actually your path forward. You've got the Nine of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups with the King of Pentacles. There may be a relationship in your life. So you might be with a person, you might be partnered, you might not be partnered. You might just be thinking about, where's my soulmate? Who are they? And you're stressing about it, okay? Because you got the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of confusion here. Confusion and stress, kind of like sleepless nights. So you may not be getting very good sleep in the month. It may be because of a partner. Okay, so maybe your partner like snores or they take all the covers at night. You might be just feeling confused with where the relationship is going. Like you can't really see the future of it. You're trying to get a good grasp on it. You have a stubbornness in what you want and what you see for the future. But yeah, might just be some stress, confusion. The Seven of Cups is somebody who also has a lot of paths in front of them. So there's a lot of options for you. And you're trying to, in November, figure out which one is the one that I want and which one is the one that feels right to me. This path may have to do with your health, your finances, and your career. So you might actually be having a little stress on your mind about your health in the month. You may be dealing with something chronic or acute. So just be aware of that. And you're trying to figure out the best way to sort it out, but you don't really know. So you might be going to see different professionals, different doctors, and like trying to figure it out with them. And it's just difficult because there's like a lot of things that you don't know about it. This can also have to do with your career prospects, your finances moving forward. You actually might be trying to become your own boss. The Emperor does signify that. You're trying to not really work so much with other people. You're trying to figure out, how can I go back to school and make more money? How can I start my own business and be my own boss? Because I see you here with the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant. This is an energy of somebody trying to get forward in life, really trying to like logistically go about things in a way that, they're not telling other people what's going on. It's very like down low. So you're really doing this on your own. You're getting information on your own. You're doing research on your own. And the Seven of Swords tries to find shortcuts as well. So how can I get there the quickest way? How can I reach my goal in the quickest way? How can I go to school and get this degree in the quickest way possible? With this Hierophant, you're trying to almost circumvent tradition, I feel like, or you're trying to get a better understanding of, okay, how can I go about doing this very traditional thing? So marriage, school, career, whatever it is, getting a home, finding a home, how can I do it in the best way possible? What shortcuts are there? What little things do I need to know? What are the things that people don't really talk about? How can I find out what they are so that I can best do this? And the Hierophant speaks to reaching an influential position of power. It could also be like feeling respected in your social circle, in your career. And so that is you trying to figure things out, whether it be a relationship, whether it be your career. You're just really analyzing things and trying to take them to the next level. There's something about this transitionary period. You've got the Six of Swords here twice. There's something about it that has you shooting yourself in the foot. And I don't quite understand what this is, because it's either you shooting yourself in the foot, doing a pattern of yours. Like there's a certain pattern that you do because the world is here. You are having to go back to talk to somebody from your past. And it's like, in a way, it's shooting yourself in the foot. Or you might just feel like, oh, I really don't want to talk to this person, but I need something from them. Okay, that's one thing here. The second thing is somebody here popping up for you. And this person is popping up in a way that is not that great. This person is, as a Five of Swords, they sabotage things. They are maybe manipulative. They are just not somebody very kind to you. Or there may be some kind of chit chatter behind your back, somebody doing something behind your back, because the Queen of Swords is right here, which is the opposite of the Five of Swords. It's like this energy of somebody who is going behind somebody's back. The Queen of Swords, however, is like, tell me the truth, be upfront. I'm telling you the truth, I'm being upfront. So you could have this like clash of energies in that way with somebody else at the end of November or beginning of December. Can you tell me more, please, about this situation? The Five of Cups. Yeah, this has you feeling weird. Things happening between you and this person. Who is this person to Cancer? Who is this person? Oh, the Devil. Whoa, Two of Wands. Okay, so this person could be a Capricorn. This person could also be somebody in the past who, yeah, you really didn't get along with. There might be some toxic kind of relationship. So either between you and this person, or this person has a toxic relationship to something. So they could be addicted to something. They could be somebody who's very manipulative. They could be somebody who's codependent. Okay. And they are showing up at a time of your life when the chapter's closing, right? And so you are like, hey, kind of trying to be upfront with them, saying things as they are. The Four of Cups. It feels very cyclical. This situation, it feels very cyclical. So it's actually maybe you, Cancers, even like having a cycle where you are closing a chapter and entering a new one, and you're doing something that shoots yourself in the foot. I'm not sure exactly what this is. I feel like it's playing out differently for different Cancers. That's the sense I'm getting. Like it feels like it's different, a different situation for a few of you. So let's move into your advice and how your guides are encouraging you to show up. You have got the Ten of Cups. So first and foremost, you're asked to take a lot of care with your relationships, your family relationships and family dynamics, your children, your loved ones, your fur babies, okay? Try to be as loving and understanding and compassionate as you can with them. Try to spend a lot of time with them is what I'm getting. you're going to be happy when you spend a lot of time with these people who you love in your life, and they're going to really fill your cup in this month of November, okay? You've also got the Knight of Pentacles. Be dependable, be reliable, especially as a source of love and stability for the people in your life, but also just generally. Knight of Pentacles is somebody who really is consistent and dedicated. They do the annoying, boring, monotonous bullshit stuff every day. And your guides are like, yes, I know it's annoying. I know it's tiresome, but you just got to do it. You got to, just plunk through all of these things. And they want you to remain steadfast, remain committed, remain dedicated to not only your family and your loved ones, and when I say family, I mean chosen family, okay? Not only those relationships in your life, but also yourself, also your relationship to your work and your passions and your art, okay? Lastly, you've got the Four of Cups. So your guides actually are encouraging you to get alone time. They want you to take a step back from something. I don't know what it is that they want you to take a step back from. I do kind of want to clarify that. So let's see really quickly. What are you guiding these Cancerians to take a step back from? I am getting people who need to take a step back from social media or electronics. What are you guiding these Cancerians to take a step back from? Okay, yeah, you have got the Queen of Cups right there. And the Knight of Swords. Taking a step back from aggravating, rage baiting energies. And when I say rage baiting, I mean like people who kind of want to make you mad. People who try to get a reaction out of you. Okay, people who are angry, annoyance, irritation, like people who are like that and come towards you with that energy, you're like, ooh, your guides are like, yeah, don't accept that energy or that behavior. Okay, and also equally as so with yourself. Can you fill your own cup? Can you try to take a step back from your emotions when they get like that? When you get irritated or angry or you want to have an outburst. How can you take a step back? And how can you instead be by yourself and just like relax, go do something that makes you happy so that, you don't freak out on everybody around you. Okay, Cancers. So let's go ahead and get the rest of your advice from these two different decks that I have. Okay, I'm actually picking up on somebody who really likes books. So you might be reading a new book, reading a good book. Or maybe you're like going to a bookstore. Maybe that's a place of joy for you. So that's a way to like fill your cup. Okay. Your advice is inaction is the best action. Your current situation is in harmony with the course of nature. Everything is as it should be. Accept this and do nothing. Focus on learning and experiencing. Allow things to unfold. All right. So let things be as they are this month of November, Cancers. Now let's get your last card of advice here. Your last card of advice, you've got the Keeper of Stars, number 18. I'm going to read this message from the guidebook for you. Stars carry hope light. Do you have the energy to continue to wish? The tree keepers have a favorite saying. Always keep a star in your heart. It's because hope light keeps you young. It connects you to the heart of your inner child, where all magic resides. But in our disappointments and disillusions, we get wounded, weary, and despondent. We stop carrying or even looking for the hope light because we no longer believe in the power of stars. Find the courage in your heart to believe again. This moment is asking you to put aside the weariness of your disbelief. Revive the wonder in your heart. Go out on a limb to hope again. You're worth it. I did mention that it felt like you are waiting for the other shoe to drop very often, and that you're trying to get a new perspective on life. Maybe you're even trying to not do that anymore. So you're actually being guided to have a little bit of hope. Maybe it's time to stop thinking about what could happen with the things that could go wrong, and maybe it's time to start thinking about the good things that could happen from something, the positives that could come out of something. Okay, so Cancers, that is all I have for you today, and I hope this reading was very helpful. I hope that you can come back to it across the month or even in December for any advice or clarification you might need. I will see you next time for the December general reading. Take very good care and enjoy your November.